I know some women don't feel comfortable wearing boozy scents. However, I am not one of those women. So today I'm here to share with you my favorite boozy fragrances that can be worn in warm weather. If you're interested, then just keep watching. Get into the video, I do want to quickly introduce myself for those of you who may be new here. My name is Ayesha. I make videos about fragrance, beauty, luxury, and lifestyle. If those are things you're into, please consider subscribing. And if you are a returning subscriber, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So like I said, this video is going to be all about boozy fragrances, but the twist on that is that all of these can be worn right now. So they are perfect for hot days and or hot nights. Now, I know some of you all are kind of like, I don't know about boozy scents, but for me, I do drink alcohol. However, I am not like a big liquor drinker. I like my wine. However, I love the smell of a lot of different liquors, like especially the dark ones, like the cognacs and the dark rums. I love the way they smell, and so therefore I love fragrances that smell like them as well. I wanted to do this video because typically when I think about boozy scents, I think about ones that are typically made for cold weather, so very heavy and thick and rich. However, I realized that there are quite a few in my collection that are actually perfect for hot weather, and I've never shared them with you all in a video like this. So let's go ahead and get into the fragrances. So the first fragrance that I have to share with you is from by Kilian. And if you guys didn't know, I have to say that Kilian is Kilian Hennessy from the very famous Hennessy family. So I feel like the Kilian company does boozy fragrances very, very well. I do have other boozy fragrances from the company that I wear in cold weather, but the one that I want to share with you today is Roses on Ice. So this fragrance came out last year, I think around like Christmas, and I feel like it came out at the wrong time of year. This fragrance to me smells like gin and cucumber and some florals in the background. I did do a video on this when I first picked this fragrance up, and when I did that video I said that I didn't really think it was great for cold weather, and recently I've pulled this back out and started wearing it, and I actually really like it for the hot weather. So if you've ever smelled gin, that is like immediately what I smell in this. The cucumber is also there as well. However, as time goes on, to me I smell more of the gin and more of the rose in this fragrance and less of the cucumber. So if you hate cucumber, you're probably not gonna like this, but if you wait it out, the cucumber kind of dies down. I actually wish the cucumber stuck around longer in this. But overall, I just think this is a really nice fragrance. I think this one is perfect for like day dates or day parties if you're doing that sort of thing, or brunch. It's just a really nice fragrance, and in the hot weather this one performs really well. The first time I wore this when it was really hot, I sprayed a lot on because I didn't think it performed that well. And I was upstairs in my closet, and I mean, y'all don't know how my house is set up, but as soon as my husband walked up the stairs, like before he even got in our room, he was like, I can smell your perfume all the way out here. So be careful with this during the hot weather. This definitely performs, and it has a lot of projection, and I think it's really unique. So I would highly recommend this, and even if you're not a lover of boozy scents, I think you may still like this one as long as you can get down with the cucumber and the rose. So yeah, that is Roses on Ice. The next fragrance that I have is actually an affordable one, and this is from Lolita Lempicka, and it's called Green Lover. Now this fragrance to me smells a little weird at first spray. When I first sprayed this, I wasn't sure how I was gonna like this because you really smell the alcohol, and I believe it's gin again, but this one is definitely more like, you can really smell it, and you definitely smell the greenness mixed with the gin and a little bit of vanilla in the background. However, as you wear this fragrance, the vanilla becomes a bit more prominent, but you still are smelling that gin and you're still smelling that greenness. So I do think this one is perfect for warm weather because the vanilla never gets overpowering. It's not like a heavy vanilla scent. This is like a mix of sweetness with alcoholicness. And it's just so different. I don't think this fragrance would be for everybody because, like I said, to me this smells like straight gin and greenness when I first smell it, and I don't think everybody will like this. But I think if this sounds interesting to you, it's definitely worth a try because it's not very expensive. I think I got mine for like 30 something dollars. I will link it if I can find it down below for you guys, but I really like it. It's very unique. It's honestly the fragrance that made me think that I should do this video because this is a recent pickup for me, and it's boozy for sure, but it is perfect in hot weather. Yeah, so check this one out. I don't know if I'll wear this one to work because like I said, it does smell like gin when you first spray it, and I don't need to be smelling like gin at my job. But I think for like days out, this will be perfect. You're not gonna be, with these boozy scents, I think some women are scared of them because they think you're gonna smell like you've been drinking all night. That's not what these smell like. I don't think you're gonna be mistaken as being intoxicated by wearing any of these. So if someone smells it on you, I don't think they're gonna think that you just finished drinking. However, I typically like to wear my boozy scents just on fun occasions. I don't know, it's just me. But yeah, so that is Green Lover from Lolita Limpica. So switching gears, the next fragrance I have for you is from Nishane, and this is Fan Your Flames. So this fragrance to me is all about the coconut and rum and tobacco. So this one is definitely a heavier scent. This is a unisex scent. Could lean slightly masculine to some people, but I definitely think women can pull it off as long as you like boozy scents. To me, the rum really stands out in this. And when I talk about rum, I'm talking about dark spiced rum. I don't think I've ever tasted dark spiced rum. Have I? I don't know. I probably have. But that's what this smells like to me. This is not the white, like coconut rum or whatever. This is dark spiced rum mixed with tobacco and coconut, and it smells delicious. And I typically wear this at night, but I think it does really well on hot nights, especially if you're like in a tropical area where you're getting a bit of a breeze. I think this works perfectly. I actually took this on a vacation to Mexico earlier this year, and it was really hot, and I wore it at night, and it was perfect. Very, very good. Now, out of all the fragrances I'm mentioning here, this is the one that's probably the most masculine, but again, like I said, I feel perfectly comfortable wearing this, and yeah, I love it. So that is Fan Your Flames. Next up, I think I have the most feminine one out of the bunch, and this is from Tom Ford, and it is Shampa Absolute. Now this fragrance, I believe cognac is the alcoholic note in this, but to me, this smells like champagne. This smells like champagne and flowers. So the picture that comes to mind whenever I talk about this fragrance is me sitting in a beautiful garden with lots of blooming flowers and drinking expensive champagne. That's what this smells like to me. This to me is probably the easiest to wear out of all of these fragrances because although it does smell like an alcoholic beverage, champagne, I think that it's just so it's so good and sweet smelling and floral, but also that champagne really helps to, or it's not champagne, it's cognac or rum, I believe. But like I said, it smells like champagne and it really helps to break up the florals in this fragrance. So I think this one is definitely the easier one to wear. I could definitely get away with wearing this anywhere, like to church, to work, wherever. However, I typically save it for my prettier occasions. So to me, this one would fit like a wedding guest type fragrance. Whenever you guys reach out to me on DMs, which I love, y'all DM me and ask me what you should wear to a wedding, I typically always say this. This is like my go-to. It's perfect. But yeah, I love this scent, and I definitely think that if you're not into boozy scents and you want to like dip your toe in it, try Shampa Absolute. It's just absolutely gorgeous. The next fragrance is one of my faves, and it's also from Tom Ford, and this is a Lost Cherry. Now, I know some of you who have smelled this probably don't think you can wear this in hot weather, but I'm here to tell you, you can. I definitely have, and I definitely will again. I love this. This is cherry and almond, but it's done in a boozy way. This is like liqueur smelling. It smells so delicious and so good. And I think that's what makes Lost Cherry stand out when you compare with other fragrances. Is that it's such a deep, rich cherry, and it's like dripping. Like the picture that comes to my mind is like cherries with dripping syrup and alcohol, and I don't know. It just smells so good. And I typically wear this at night, but that's because I view this as a more sexy fragrance. So I typically like to wear this on date night. This is not really one that I like to wear to the grocery store, but I have worn it to the grocery store before, and it was perfectly fine. I loved it. I'm just saying that I typically wear it at night because for me, it's one of my sexy fragrances and I typically want to smell sexy at night. I do want to put that out there, but I definitely think this works well during hot weather. Because it's kind of a lighter fragrance and doesn't have like beast mode projection or anything, it won't overpower you in the hot weather. So I think even on a hot summer day, I can wear this out and it would not bother me. So yes, Lost Cherry, you know, is always a love for me. So the next fragrance may be a surprise to some of you because I know whenever I heard about this fragrance, I never heard about the boozy quality to it, but it definitely comes out on my skin. The fragrance I'm talking about is Mango Skin from Wilhelm Perfumery. So this fragrance to me smells like very fresh, zesty mango and actually smells like the skin. However, as it wears, it also develops more of like a red wine smell. I went and looked it up on Fragrantica after I purchased the fragrance, and I saw a couple people said they smelled that, but not most people. Most people just like whenever, whew, I just dropped that bottle, y'all. Just a second. Okay, we're back and the bottle is safe, thankfully. But what I was saying, I think, is that most people describe this fragrance as being just very zest and fresh and like a realistic mango skin. And I get that, but that red wine accord in this fragrance really comes out on me, especially in the dry down. And I think it's quite beautiful. It's very different to me. Now, I can see why some people may not like that because it could smell like fermenting fruit because you're mixing red wine with mango. But for me, it really works and I love it. So yeah, that is Mango Skin from Wilhelm Perfumery. All right, and then the last fragrance is what I typically think about if I think about a hot weather boozy fragrance. So this one is the quintessential hot weather boozy fragrance for me. And this is from Eau Parfum. This is Creation E Parfum Cologne. Now, I know you guys are probably getting sick of me talking about this, but I love this, especially in hot weather. I think it can be worn year round, but I think in hot weather, there's something about it that just makes it perform better in my opinion. So this to me smells like a very fancy rum and coke. I don't even know if rum is the note in this. It may be cognac, but it smells so good. Like spice rum, coke. Oh, it definitely smells like it has a fizzy nature to this, and that's why I always associate it with soda. But not only is it a soda scent for me, it's a boozy scent for me. This one plays so well on my skin during hot days. I can wear this at night too, but for some reason I like to always reach for this during the day if I'm going to be going to like lunch or something and sitting outside, especially if I know there's going to be a breeze, because when that breeze hits and whoever you're with smells it on you, like you're going to get complimented on. You're gonna get complimented on it, and I love this. Now, this fragrance is marketed towards men. However, I think this is perfectly unisex. I could definitely see my husband wearing this. I don't let him, but I could see him wearing this, but I love it on myself too much. And he has complimented me on this, and sometimes he does not like me in scents that lean more masculine. I will go ahead and put that out there. But literally every time I wear this, he compliments me on it. And this just makes me feel so confident and sexy. Has that booziness to it, but it's never too much. I love, love, love this fragrance. And to me, like I said, this is the quintessential hot weather boozy scent for me. So those were the fragrances that I wanted to share with you today. So I have a couple questions for you guys. This is like homework. This is your assignment. Number one, if you are a woman, let me know down below, do you like boozy scents or do you feel that they're too masculine? I just want to know, no judgment. It's just everybody can like what they like. We're all different. Number two, if you like boozy scents, have you tried any of these? Do you think they're appropriate for hot weather? What do you think of them? Number three, even if you don't like boozy scents, let us know if you've tried any of these and like them anyway, even if you're not into boozy scents typically. I just feel like those are really interesting questions and I would love to hear answers on them. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also, make sure you follow me over on Instagram. We have lots of fun over there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.